It's been quite a while since I last made a weird gameshark video. Like 2 years now as of this point. And what better game to continue the series with than Super Smash Bros. 64, one of my favorite childhood games, and to break it in all its 90s Polygon glory. So first off, a warning, do not attempt what I'm doing. Do not use a gameshark on this game unless you either have some kind of emulation going on, an EverDrive, or a fake copy of this game or something else that you don't care about, etc. Because using a gameshark can cause a permanent glitch, where basically no matter who you choose in 1P game, you'll always be Mario. Removing the gameshark doesn't solve this issue. The only way to fix this is to erase all save data, so keep that in mind. Thankfully, I bought this copy for a video, since I wanted to replay Super Smash Bros. 64 authentically, from scratch, and I didn't really want to erase my childhood save file on my original copy. So I was gonna erase the save data on here anyway. Without further ado though, let's start with the cheats. First, there's the classic, the moon jump. Well, sort of. Instead of being one infinite jump like in Mario 64, this one just lets you double jump infinitely. However, using it causes the game to crash quite a bit, which is unfortunate, because just imagine how much easier break the targets would be with it. On the flip side, one that I'm surprised doesn't crash the game is one that spawns items constantly. They keep coming and they don't stop coming, to the point of slowdown. But the game stops item spawns until some other items are gone, to prevent utter chaos. Unfortunate. Don't worry though, because there's plenty of chaos left in other codes. Like one that makes a door in Saffron City constantly spew out Pokemon, without a second of respite. Or there's one that extends the reach of your attacks a little bit, yet the title on the website I found called it Attack from Anywhere, which is a lie because I'm attacking from over here and my attack is not reaching him. If you've ever thought that using Pokeballs with just the A button is dumb, well, here's a code for you that desimplifies basic controls and forces you to throw the Pokeball like a regular item for it to work. Otherwise, you just hold it forever like an idiot. If you've ever wanted 1P game to be really hard, well, I have good news for you. With this code, you die and get launched at very low damage, while your opponent takes forever to die. It took over 200 damage before Link finally was able to get launched off the stage, in easy mode, very easy mode. The Yoshi team doesn't really seem to be affected though. If they were, well, good luck. One code that I was really looking forward to seeing was one that supposedly made character skeletons. Well, all it did was give me a black screen, with the intro's audio playing and no way to move past it as the controls were completely unresponsive. I tried resetting, re-inputting the codes, etc., but nothing. It was only with a little research that I learned this code can't work on a legit console, so I wasted all that time for nothing. Eventually though, I really wanted to see this code in action, so I downloaded an N64 emulator just for this video. So if you're curious about why some footage looks a lot different than others, that's the reason why. Anyway, I finally got the skeleton code to work, and it's honestly pretty creepy. Even the opening has the cast being all bones, except for Kirby and Samus, who are honestly even freakier. And then of course, I had to do all kinds of other visual gameshark codes, like the screen being very glitchy, with the possibility of giving viewers who have epilepsy some problems, so like usual, I'm slowing it down, or every character being basic polygons, or a very distorted rain-like effect. Remember that bullet scene from The Matrix? Coincidentally, that movie came out the same year as Smash Bros, so it's fitting, but there's a cheat that slows the game down every hit collection. It's like that one scene in the movie. Moves like Mario's down B now take like 20 seconds to finish. And I really want to see a Smash tournament with this cheat enabled. Another cheat, called Gale Force Winds, lives up to that name, causing the player to fly all over. The more they move, the more they fly, making playing the game impossible. Yet again, I would love to see a Smash tournament with this cheat enabled. The best codes of this game in my opinion though, are those that let you play as characters that weren't meant to be playable in the game, like Metal Mario, who's basically just Mario if he was wearing a metal cap like in Melee and On, and when a match ends, the game freezes. Or Giant Donkey Kong, who plays just like DK if he had a super mushroom in Melee and On, and when the match ends, the game freezes. Or the Fighting Polygons, who play exactly the same as their playable counterparts, and when the match ends, the game freezes. Or Master Hand, who controls weirdly to say the least, but it's awesome finally getting to play as him after all these years. If I had a gameshark as a kid, I would love this so much. And I always thought that he was the last unlockable character, instead of Ness or Luigi. I even remember like looking at one of the static TV images, where the unlockable characters are, and thinking that was Master Hand behind it. Just don't play as him on Planet Zebes, and use his downward punch, because you will die pretty fast. And once you do, the match ends, and of course, the game freezes. So, I tried to play as him again, this time on Sector Z, only the game froze. I'm starting to notice a pattern here. And last of all are secret stages, like the ones from 1P mode, the Metal Cavern, Battlefield, or Race to the Finish of all places, which can be played in Versus mode now. Unfortunately though, I couldn't find a code for Final Destination. Some beta levels, not meant to be played in the game at all, can be unlocked too. They all resemble Dreamland, with the exact same background and all. One of them is actually the How to Play level that you get before the title screen. As a kid, I always wanted to fight on a stage, so once again, another childhood dream of mine fulfilled with a gameshark. Well, I mean, not technically a gameshark in this case because I was emulating, but close enough. If you liked the video, be sure to subscribe, comment below, like, and check out my other videos. I have a whole playlist featuring cheat codes of other N64 games, like Mario 64 and Ocarina of Time. So be sure to check those out too. And with that, farewell.